Hi everyone, this one's a user requested tutorial to make a TTS, a text-to-speech conversation that progresses when you click. So this is relatively straightforward. I'm just going to create a new game object.
Drop down menu, add folder, add game object, new game, new name.
We'll call it something simple like conversation.
Conversation.
I will not bother about any coordinates or anything like that at the moment.
X, Y, Z, B, X, bar, B, Z, delete, loop audio, variables button, used event combo box creation collapsed.
And what we'll do is we'll just have a local variable, something called counter, that will just keep track of how far through the conversation we are.
New variables. List add name, edit blank, caps UFTR. Value, edit
Just
blank.
set it initially to 0.
0. Submit button. Add button. Remove edit, close button. Variables button.
And then what we can do is on our button 1 press, event
button 1 pressed, button 1 pressed.
At the very top of the event, on the first action, we'll increase that counter by 1.
New act open. Page down moves the vertical position down a couple. Multiply random local variable. New action. Position indicate. Load gate. Set add local variable. Add apply to. Variable edit blank. Cap UNTER.
I've selected the add local variable action. Input the variable counter.
Value edit blank.
Input the value of 1.
1. Submit button. Add action button.
And now we have in our event list.
Delete move action up. Event list. Increase local variable counter by 1.
So that will happen every time we press button 1. I might write the rest of this in GDE script.
GDE script. Gedit multi-line. Add count. Selection removed.
And then after the we've added the counter up by 1, we'll just make a condition.
F.
So
space.
If
caps L space.
The local variable counter
C cap UFTR
space equals 2 equal signs
equals space cap C lock off
for constant
space
and
1.
then 1. So in GDE script that's if local variable counter equals constant 1. And we'll not fully efficient, but we'll load and play the TTS at the same time. So we will LTTS is the load TTS script.
LTTS space.
Load it into channel 0.
Space.
We'll load the message.
Cap F.
Need to put this in quotation marks.
Quote. Caps lock on.
We'll call this first sentence.
Caps lock IRSTENTSE. Quote. ENDIF.
And then after the load TTS action, oh sorry, I need a play TTS action actually. So that's
PTS space
and play channel 0. And then we add a end if action. So that's the condition close. So that is now in total add local variable counter by 1, and then straight underneath that is check local variable counter equals 1, and if it does, load TTS channel 0 first sentence. So it will load first sentence into the TTS channel 0 channel, and then straight after that it will play TTS channel 0, and then we have an end if action. So that tells us where that condition ends, and below that we'll make another one.
IF
so
space,
if
caps L space
local capital L
C UFR
counter, so if L counter
space equals space, caps lock C space
for constant
1 1 2
we want 2. So now we'll check that equals 2, and we'll do the same thing again. LTTS for load text to speech.
LTTS space.
Put this one in channel 1, even though we could overwrite 0 if we wanted. We're not using it anymore.
1 space quote SEONE quote.
So all I've done there is load TTS channel 1 second sentence. So written out fully, that's LTTS space 1 space quotation marks second sentence close quotation marks. Next line PTTS
space 1.
So play text to speech channel 1, and then again
ENDIF
end if, and then we'll just do one more.
RF space caps lock L space C kappa U space
equals
C space 3
LTTS
space
channel
2 space quote caps D
call it
cap L space E quote,
sentence, and then the line below that PTTS
2,
and then the line below that
ENDIF.
Okay, so if we click submit,
Dialog error. TTS channel must be numeric. OK but add OK. OK. Dialog error.
I've got the parameters the wrong way around on the LTTS.
Space.
So it's actually,
Quote.
it expects the sentence first and then the channel.
0.
So now it has to be LTTS first sentence
Carriage written space 0.
And again on LTTS 1 space second sentence, that needs to be changed to LTTS space second sentence space 1.
Add counter 1.
And again for the last one, LTTS space final sentence space 2. Try that again. Perfect.
If play if increase local variable counter by 1.
So here's all the actions now in our button 1 pressed event.
If increase local variable counter by 1. If local variable counter equals 1, then load text first sentence into TTS channel 0. Play TTS channel 0. End if local variable counter equals 2, then load text second sentence into TTS channel 1. Play TTS channel 1. End if local variable counter equals 3, then load text final sentence into TTS channel 2. Play TTS channel 2. End if.
Okay, and then we can click submit.
Review on game objects. Expanded.
And now
One
we just
item.
have one object
Conversation.
called conversation.
Left
So we'll make that
drop-down menu.
our init object
Add get remove
by
set
clicking
init
space
object.
on that game object.
Paste. Dialog new init object set. OK. Sonus GDE
And
used
we
event.
could just run that now.
Gate run. Tree view. Conversation 1-on-1 level. Debug mode. Close debug mode. Debug mode.
And if we press 1,
1.
First
1.
sentence.
1.
Final sentence.
it is
One.
weird, it just played the first two together
Debug
because I
close
was a
debug mode.
bit quick because it's loading and playing them at the same time.
Press
Which isn't the best way to do
debug
it.
mode. Debug mode.
Try again.
1.
First sentence.
1.
Second sentence.
1.
Final sentence.
And I spelled sentence wrong on the last one. And there we have it.
Close the Sonus
Pretty
GDE
simple, pretty easy to do.
2.1.8. Tree view. Conversation 1-on-1 level 1.
Depending on how your game works, for example, if you've maybe had a player object that runs around and you wanted them to not be able to run when you're in a conversation, you could have something simple like a global variable called canMove, which is what I normally do. And I just, in the player object's movement, whatever moves him, I normally encapsulate that in a if statement to make sure canMove equals true. And then when a conversation starts, just change canMove to false and it just disables the player. And there we have it, a simple dialogue that progresses when you press a button.